Hi there, my name is Dave Harris. I've been an interior, exterior, commercial, and residential painter for the last 11 years. And today we're going to talk to you about how to prepare a surface to paint over with a dark color. Prepping a surface to paint over with a dark color is pretty much the same as preparing a surface to paint with any other color, with a notable exception. So you're going to want to do all the normal things you would want to do if you're prepping a surface, which includes cleaning, taping off of areas, removing sockets and outlet covers, perhaps removing a railing if you can, and laying down floor coverings, of course. And what's really going to be different about painting over this with a dark color as opposed to a light color is that when you lay down your primer, you're going to lay down what's a darker primer than what we got here, which is just a white primer. So what we've got here in our paint tray is just a little bit of our primer. And this is just a pure white primer like you would buy at any improvement store. And how we're going to alter this is through a process called tinting. This is just a little bit of pure black that I bought in a small size. And I'm just going to add it to the primer. Just a little bit, not too much, and stir it in. Give it a real thick coating. And you're not going to have to do this step, because what you're going to do is you're going to buy primer, and you're going to take it to whatever store you're getting your paint mixed at, and you're going to ask them to tint it. And they're going to do this for you at the store. I'm doing it because I'm not going to paint an entire wall. I'm just going to show you an example. So I'm doing it myself, but your store clerk's going to know exactly what he's going to need to do to tint your primer, which is basically just adding a little black to make a darker primer. Now the reason you're going to want to tint your primer is because when you put black paint over a white wall or a dark paint over a white wall, it's going to show through. The white primer is. And the darker primer is going to allow you to have less paint than you normally would have to put over a white wall. So it's going to save you paint in the end, and that's a really important thing. So now that we've got our tinted primer mixed up, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to coat a little section of this wall that's already been primed with the white, and then I'm going to paint over it with the same color to show you what a difference a tinted primer makes. Okay, so now that I've given this gray primer a chance to set and cure, I'm going to show you what kind of a difference a tinted primer versus a regular white primer is going to give you with a dark color. And I'm going to use a really dark blue here for this one. So. And there you go. You can see here that obviously the area where the tinted primer, even before it's cured, the blue is much darker than it is with the untinted primer. So whenever you're painting with dark colors, you're going to want to keep in mind that you're always going to want to tint your primer. My name is Dave Harris, and I'd like to thank you for joining me today and let me share my expertise with you. And that is how you prep a surface to paint with dark colors.